Hi, and welcome back to Relationship Reset Academy. I'm Michael Flynn, and for over 15 years, I've been helping couples navigate the challenges of marriage. Today, we're tackling a tough but important topic: what to do when your husband treats you badly. If you're feeling unheard, unappreciated, or even mistreated in your marriage, I want you to know you're not alone, and there are steps you can take to change things. In today's video, I'll guide you through practical steps to understand what's happening, how to communicate your feelings, and most importantly, how to start turning things around for the better. And make sure you stay until the end, because I'll be sharing a powerful exercise to help you start making changes today. If this is your first time here, welcome. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our weekly relationship advice. Now let's dive in. Alright. Let's get real for a moment. When someone you love treats you badly, it's not just frustrating, it's heartbreaking. You might find yourself wondering, what happened to us? Or maybe you're stuck thinking, is this just how things are now? Let me tell you right now, it doesn't have to be. Let's get into what you can do step by step. Step 1. Recognize the patterns. Let's start with something simple but incredibly powerful: recognizing the patterns. When your husband treats you badly, it's easy to feel like you're drowning in emotions: anger, sadness, confusion. But before you can fix anything, you need to understand exactly what's going on. Take a moment to think about what treating you badly looks like in your marriage. Is it constant criticism? Maybe he brushes off your feelings, ignores you, or talks to you in a tone that makes you feel small. Or perhaps it's the little things, like forgetting to say thank you or not even noticing when you've gone the extra mile for him. Now grab something to write with, or even use your phone, and jot down some specific examples. Don't just think about the most recent argument, think big picture. What are the patterns you've been noticing over time? For example, does he talk over you in conversations? Does he criticize you in front of others? Does he give you the silent treatment when he's upset? The goal here isn't to create a list to throw at him later. It's about clarity. When you see those behaviors laid out in black and white, it helps you break free from the fog of emotions. You can't fix what you don't see clearly, and this step is all about uncovering the truth. And here's a pro tip: pay attention to how these patterns make you feel. It's not just about what he does, it's about how it impacts you. Write down those emotions too. For example, when he interrupts me, I feel invisible. When he criticizes me in front of others, I feel humiliated. When he ignores me, I feel unloved. This step might feel uncomfortable, but it's the foundation for everything else. You're laying the groundwork for positive change by getting crystal clear on the problem. Step 2. Set boundaries with confidence. Alright, now that you've got a clear picture of what's happening, it's time to talk about boundaries. And let me tell you, boundaries aren't just something you hear about in self-help books. They're essential for healthy relationships. Let's break it down. A boundary is simply a way to let someone know what's okay and what's not okay with you. Think of it like setting up a fence around your emotional space. You're saying, "This is where I draw the line." Now I know what you might be thinking. What if he doesn't listen? Or maybe, won't this just cause another fight? But here's the thing: setting boundaries isn't about controlling his reactions. It's about standing up for yourself in a calm, confident way. Let's take an example. Say your husband has a habit of snapping at you when he's stressed. A boundary could sound like this: I understand you're stressed, but it's not okay to speak to me that way. I need us to have respectful conversations. Or maybe he's been dismissing your feelings. You could say, when you dismiss how I'm feeling, it makes me feel unimportant. I need you to hear me out, even if you don't agree. Here's the key: be clear, be firm, and keep your tone calm. Boundaries are most effective when they come from a place of self-respect, not frustration. And don't expect instant perfection. Setting boundaries is like planting a seed. You're showing your husband that you respect yourself enough to speak up, and over time, that message will take root. If this feels overwhelming, don't worry. Boundaries are a skill that gets easier with practice. And if you want more detailed strategies on how to set boundaries that work, check out romancedictionary.com/marriage. You'll find tips and tools to help you make this process easier and more effective. The link is in the pop-up here and in the description below. Step 3. Focus on you. Here's where we flip the script. Instead of pouring all your energy into fixing him, it's time to turn that energy inward. Why? Because when you focus on you, you reclaim your power. Think about it. What are the things that light you up, make you feel confident, and remind you of the amazing person you are? Maybe it's something as simple as taking a long walk in the fresh air, diving back into a favorite hobby, or even just treating yourself to some quiet time with a cup of coffee and a good book. The point here isn't to distract yourself from the problem. It's to remind yourself that you matter. When you start prioritizing your own well-being, you send a powerful message, not just to your husband, but to yourself. And let's not forget the ripple effect. When you feel better about yourself, that positive energy radiates into your relationship. You're showing your husband that you respect yourself, and that sets the tone for how you expect to be treated. Step 4. Communicate what you need. Alright, now that you're feeling stronger and clearer about the issues, it's time for the big conversation. This step is all about letting your husband know what's going on in a way that invites change, not defensiveness. Here's the secret. Timing and tone are everything. Don't bring this up during a fight or when you're both stressed out. Choose a moment when things are calm, and approach the conversation with a spirit of teamwork. You could start with something like this. I've been feeling like we've been off track lately, and it's been weighing on me. I want us to work together to get back to a better place. Notice how this doesn't start with blame? Instead, it sets the stage for a productive dialogue. As you talk, be honest about what's been bothering you, but keep it focused on how you feel, not just what he's done. For example, when you interrupt me, I feel like my voice doesn't matter. When you're critical, I feel like I can't do anything right. Then, share what you'd like to see instead. For example, it would mean so much to me if we could listen to each other more during conversations. I'd love for us to find more ways to show appreciation for each other. And if you're wondering what to say or how to handle tricky conversations, I've got you covered. Visit romancedictionary.com/marriage for communication tips that make these moments smoother and more productive. The link is in the description below. Let me remind you, you deserve kindness, respect, and love in your marriage. And while you can't control someone else's behavior, you can absolutely influence the way you're treated by showing self-respect and setting the standard. So, if you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to Relationship Reset Academy, and drop a comment below sharing one step you're going to take today to improve your situation. I read every single one, and I can't wait to hear from you. And hey, don't stop here, check out the links in the description box. Lastly, if you're ready for more insights, stick around and check out the next video I've lined up for you. I'll see you there.